We're talking Lena Dunham, who maybe some people know, maybe some people don't. She's the director, writer of the show Girls.
Is that still on?
No, it was a very popular show on HBO back in like 2013. Don't quote me on that. Okay. It was a while ago. She was famous at a very young age. She was like 23 or something like that when that show took off. And it was Adam Driver's first big show. A lot of names that are now really popular. So anyway, she is a very divisive character. I only learned about this show this year. And when you talk to a lot of people, they're like, oh, I love the show Girls. They love the show. But when it comes to Lena Dunham, people can't stand her. And I really quickly realized that. And I'm trying to figure out why people don't like her. I read the Wikipedia article. I'm like...
You watched the show, right?
I watched the show. And then, but people like the show. They just don't like her. And so then when I talk to people, I try to get an answer because I was, for example, out with a friend last night, and she's like, I can't understand why you're going to go see Lena Dunham talk. And I was like, why don't you like her? This is a feminist friend. She's body positive. I can't figure it out. And she couldn't cite one reason why she didn't like her. And then she's, maybe I'm just a misogynist too. There's something about this lady that people just don't like. And I started thinking about it, and I'm like, maybe it's because she's fat. So I'm very curious, what is your opinion on that?
I do know who she is.
Oh, you do know?
Yes, I just haven't seen the show.
Okay, got it.
I have noticed the same thing, that she's not really popular in that way. And I agree with you. With the limited knowledge that I have about her, I think that might be it. Because I have recently lost 110 pounds on TikTok, I follow a lot of people who have lost weight. Okay. And there's constant videos about how they get treated so differently now that they're thin, and that nobody wants to acknowledge that they get treated differently now that they're thin, and because it says something about them. Yes. No, it's you. You're more confident now because you're thinner, and people respond to your confidence. People are... It's not racist, but it's like they're fattest. They're fattest.
Fat phobic, I think they call it.
Yes. Yeah. They're fat phobic, and it's a real thing. And why are the rest of you saying that it's not a thing? It's a thing.
People don't want to imagine that they could be unconsciously biased against anybody. I'm not racist. I'm not this. I'm not that. Whatever. You're not trying to be.
Right.
But I also lost close to 100 pounds when I was in college, and people immediately treat you extremely differently, and you immediately see that the world responds to you completely differently.
And it's really upsetting.
Really upsetting, because then if you gain weight back, I've had so many weight fluctuations, like having a baby and stuff. You literally go through your life and you watch the world respond to you in different ways. And yes, I will say, I do think part of it is confidence. Part of it is the confidence that you're exuding. But a lot of that just comes from the external world responding to you better.
And I will say that I had a lot of confidence. I just came to a point with my overweightness. I'm going to make this work for me. Yeah. I think I was a very attractive overweight person. So there were a lot of people who responded to me positively because the way I gain weight is universal. So I don't have just a big stomach. I have everywhere.
You gain it in the ways that it's societally appropriate to gain weight.
And so in a way, the opposite has happened to me, because I'm just an average, regular sized person. Yeah. Whereas I'm an attractive, heavy person, but it's just an average, regular sized person.
That's an interesting way to look at it.
Yeah. So I feel like I get far less attention now in some ways.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. As an overweight person who did not have boobs and did not have a butt, I was certainly never responded to well at all.
Yeah. So I did have a confidence walking around. Is confidence a factor? Yes. But people do find it on some level like biased against heavy people.
Right.
Because we're just so taught that it's lazy. And they've come to the point with obesity where they're like, it's a disease.
Right.
And people are not on board with it being a disease. It's a disease of you not being able to put your fork down, or you not being able to have control. As far as science is concerned, it's a chronic disease, and people are not on board with it. I liken it to how they were about alcoholics. Now they're to a place where most people agree that it is a disease. It's not a willpower thing. And people have not caught up on obesity. It's like there's something wrong with you.
There's all kinds of biases that people have with being overweight. It's really interesting because you just become invisible to the world.
Yeah.
You notice when you walk down the street, no one's looking at you. And then as soon as you feel more attractive and you're skinnier, people like their heads turn. But you're saying you had the opposite experience, which is so interesting.
I have had both experiences. So like the first time, one of the other times I was heavy, no one was looking at me.
Yeah.
And then I just became a person who dresses. I'm dressing around it. I'm spending some time on my hair, my makeup.
You're an example of the confidence thing being actually way more important than...
I put effort into it. So sometimes when you lose weight, you're like, oh, I can't even be pretty, and I didn't bother, and that's when I was invisible.
Yeah.
It's not just confidence, it's effort, but you don't have probably put the effort in because you don't have confidence. So it's a
right. Effort and
22.
confidence are pretty related to
Right.
each other. This also could apply to aging. That is another really hard one, because why can't we just as a society see different
It's like,
weights
this
in
is what
different
happens
ages?
when you age.
I know, the fact that we all have to stay super young and that Hollywood is all Botox and stuff like that. Well, anyway, back to Lena Dunham. Personally, I'm going to put this out there. I do want to hear, because I'm not a researcher. I haven't gone into the archives and figured out everything that people have gotten mad at her about. I'm just coming in this year. I watched
Yes,
Girls.
if there's something we don't know,
Yeah.
let us know. Like, did she do something super divisive we're not aware of?
Like, I can't get anything other than people think she's a Nepo baby and people think that she's obnoxious.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I'm reading her memoir, and I think she's a genius,
Yeah.
personally. Like, I think it's the best show I've ever seen, and she's an amazing writer. And so to me, I'm just like, she's awesome.
Right.
But I would
Why
love
are you
to
hating people?
Why
Let us
do
know.
you hate Lena Dunham? I want to know. I'm genuinely curious. I don't even have an argument against it. I like her, and I can't figure out why people don't. So. Is it because she's fat? Think about it, maybe. Is your
Honestly,
unconscious bias?
get honest, yeah, and reply back.
Yeah, okay. Let us know. Okay, so should I turn off the TikTok live? We're done?
Yeah, but we
Okay.
might be able to go back to this later.
All right. Thank you for anyone who joined today. Appreciate you all. If anyone's here to listen, still don't know how to tell if there's people here, but people did join. Okay, how do I stop you?